Ren lies on the ground, seemingly in despair. Ren thinks to himself, apologizing to Miyu and saying he deserves this punishment. This is a story about creatures that devour humans. A landlord knocks on the door, complaining about a foul smell. A news report details the discovery of a mutilated body in an apartment, the seventh such incident this month. The news report continues, mentioning a meteor shower and the dangers it poses. A girl suggests they go to karaoke to feel safer, but another girl wonders if the rumors about a non-human killer are true. One of the girls says that if it was a human, they wouldn't be able to tear bodies apart like that, while another mentions that the body looked like it was eaten. The group invites Azami to karaoke. Azami declines, saying he has things to do, and one of the girls notes that he gives off an unapproachable vibe. Azami's sister tells him he should hang out with his friends more, and reminds him about the anniversary of someone named Miyu's death. His sister tells him to be careful because of the incident near their house, but Azami says he is still going. The hero's sister tells him not to worry, and she will wait for him with dinner. A woman thinks that he has been really down lately. A young man tells Ren that Miyu was his childhood friend. The hero recalls visiting Miyu in the hospital every day. He wished she could get better soon, so they could play outside. Miyu asks Ren to go watch the meteor shower with her. He asks Miyu if she is okay. The next morning, they hurried back to the hospital, but Miyu had passed away. He thinks that if they hadn't gone out that day, she might still be alive. He says he would do anything to see her again. LGH slashes. A long time ago, these ruins were a secret playground for children. He comes here every year to leave flowers for Miyu, because no one ever told him where her grave is. This takes him back, and he feels something. The protagonist notices blood, and sees that it stretches far back. He hears a squishing sound and smells iron. Someone asks if they want some tea. He sees people eating a corpse and realizes a body part has already been consumed, resolving to leave before they notice him. A man asks someone to stop, surprised the person is still breathing, then says he will make it quick. The protagonist wonders what happened, saying he dislikes torturing people for no reason, and questions if the man did something wrong. The assassin continues slashing at the body on the ground. Suddenly, the assassin notices someone is watching. The assassin is annoyed that someone interrupted their meal. A cloaked figure says they are not hungry anymore. The cloaked figure declares that since they were seen, the witness cannot be allowed to live. The cloaked figure prepares to attack. The killer says he doesn't care about the boy, but it would be annoying if people found out about them as he holds him with one hand. He thinks that even if he lives, Miyu is already gone, when suddenly someone yells for him to stop. A figure lands nearby. The killer is knocked back and demands to know if the newcomer is one of them. Another figure crashes nearby, asking why they are protecting a human. The figure says that she is unscathed and that they are probably going to be exposed soon anyway, so there is no point in fighting now, and they will let them off easy this time. The hero asks if she is okay, relieved that he recognized her in time. A girl looks at Ren and says his name in disbelief. The girl recalls asking Ren what he would wish for if he saw a shooting star, and wonders what kind of face he would make. She remembers always wishing that she could meet him again. The story goes on. The girl, Miyu, asks Ren if it is really him and why he is here. Ren realizes that Miyu is alive. Ren asks Miyu why she is here. Miyu looks at him. Ren is confused. Miyu says it is not like she even wanted to see him, and Ren asks what she is doing here. The story goes on. Miyu thinks she has to end it fast and just do it quickly. Ren shouts Miyu's name and asks what she was about to do. Miyu says it is Ren's fault, and if she hadn't met him, she would have been able to do it, telling him to stay away as Ren wonders what she is talking about, what that was, and what happened to her. Miyu says she is just like her, and Ren saw for himself what that girl was eating, explaining that eating people is the only way they can survive. Miyu says she doesn't even understand it herself, that after she died, she found herself in a huge lab. Ren asks why she is crying, wondering what happened to her, realizing this is his fault and apologizing. Dad, don't blame Ren. I was the one who said I wanted to go. How could you do this? Doctor, please. We did all we could, but it's already 2. Please save Mayu. Well, Mom, I am sorry. It's no a facility with a new treatment, experimental, but if you go there she could. Long time forego mom told me that people go to heaven when they die, but I can die. I would make everyone sad 15 I did. Am I also going to heaven now? If I do, will one meet Ren someday? Maybe hell instead. I'm going to be, EP, BE/low BE3 EP4 EP4. The whole time was there. I went through countless surgeries and experiments before I knew it. It was. In THE laboratory, I called USPERCPH1IA, no longep human. Persephone A. A week ago an accident happened and Ev Orion escaped. It was after that we learned we eat people. Ev since C went outside, P1IVVRUMAS4 low oaked so delicious. PNIE. The transformed Persephone tells Ren that just smelling his blood is almost setting her off, and she can't control herself anymore. Ren tells Miyu to stay away, saying he would rather die than kill someone. Persephone warns Ren that she will end up eating him if he comes any closer, even though she doesn't want to kill anyone. She insists it's not like she wants to kill him, but she shouts Miyu's name. Miyu suddenly smells Ren's blood. Persephone asks how much blood Miyu needs. The young man asks how much blood Ren needs and offers himself as food. Ren is shocked and asks if he is joking, but the young man insists he is serious. The young man explains that he thought Miyu died because of him, but she is still alive and suffering because of him, so he is willing to give Ren everything, even his blood and body. Ren thinks to himself that he never wants to lose the young man again. Ren asks if the young man is sure, warning him that it will probably hurt a lot, but saying he doesn't mind if the young man is okay with it. Ren pauses, then says here he goes. He tells her to go a bit lower since people can see the mark there. The girl is breathing heavily, not knowing what she should do. He tells her it was awfully tasty, and he is sorry even though she is in so much pain, but she should only bite a bit deeper. The girl says she can't, then tells him to wait up. He thinks that every time she bites him, he feels like he is going to lose consciousness, but the pain keeps him awake. The story goes on. The girl apologizes to Ren, saying it's her fault, but Ren tells her it isn't true. Ren thinks to himself that he is simply happy Miyu is alive. Ren apologizes, admitting he pushed her too hard, and asks if he finally woke up, saying he's just a little dizzy. Ren asks if she also saw the shooting star, saying the reason she came was to see the shooting star she couldn't see that day, and to see him too. Ren thinks that his wish to see her again came true. An unknown person is upset that the girl escaped at the last second, saying that if they were hungry, they would have killed them both. The demon thinks he should give the rest of his food to Socks. The girl says no one would want his leftovers, and that his spot looks like a bad place to live, resolving to eat outside. The demon thinks a young girl's house would be good and also some cute clothes, wondering about the girl's intentions and why she wants to coexist with humans. The demon says it shows how alive she is, being annoyed and hungry, and that she is going to eat a lot tomorrow. A young girl tells her big brother that he is late. The big brother tells Miyu that she can wear his sister's clothes after she is done and use their bath as he explains things later, and then he asks Hiyori to follow him, saying Miyu is going to be staying with them for a bit. The protagonist asks what is going on and says that Miyu is alive. Miyu thanks the girl for the bath, and she tells her that she can stay over as long as she wants, then asks what happened to her. The girl says that Miyu is wearing her clothes because Hiyori's clothes were too tight because she is shorter. Miyu asks where they are going to sleep, and the girl says that she can sleep on the couch so Miyu can take the bed. The protagonist says that Miyu must be tired and that she can have the bed, then asks if they can sleep in the bed together. The girl thinks that she cannot believe they were experimenting on kids and that the story got buried by the serial killings. Miyu says she can't fall asleep and wonders if the Persephone killings are the reason. She then admits she is also a Persephone. The protagonist asks if a Persephone caused the explosion, but then says their abilities were usually suppressed by drugs. He explains that the accident allowed everyone else to escape, but he was still locked inside. He sees the door is open and tells Miyu to come on, asking if he can go outside now. Then, he notices the door won't open. The protagonist realizes they are not escaping, as the door won't open. The protagonist yells at something to get back. He thinks about the girl who saved him, wondering how she is doing now, and remembers her name is Hasumi. The hero asks Persephone if they can sleep together, saying it feels like a dream that will disappear if he wakes up. Persephone agrees to let him sleep on the bed, but only for today, and the hero thanks her as she falls asleep. The hero thinks to himself that they will be together from now on, and he wonders what she went through while he was away as he looks out at the sunny day. A young man wonders who he is going to have for breakfast now. A young boy asks his big brother what is going on. The hero tells his brother that he is not going to school today and that people their age should not be sleeping together, but the hero decides not to wake Persephone. Ren wonders where he is. He realizes he is in Ren's house and remembers sleeping a lot. He finds a note saying someone went to school and will be back in the afternoon, so he decides to study. Azami shouts, telling him not to touch anything. A girl notices Ren dozing off in class, blaming blood loss. Ren asks if they can eat normal food now, which would stop him from hurting Ren. Miyu tells Ren to tell her brother that she is going to eat some cookies, since she wanted to eat them the whole time she was in the hospital. She thinks that she can eat the cookie just fine, but it feels different from when she ate Ren. Ren is lying on the couch, feeling hungry. Miyu picks up a delicious smell in the air. She continues to smell the delicious scent. Miyu realizes someone is going to start a fight and she has to stop them, saying she doesn't care what happens to her, but they should leave the kids alone. The monster says what a kind mother she was, and says it is jealous. The monster tells Miyu not to be scared, and that she will be joining her mother soon. The story goes on. The protagonist realizes it is here, and that he has to stop him. The protagonist coughs up blood. Miyu asks if he is okay, saying he is still alive, but not for long at this rate. The young woman realizes it was Hasumi all along. Hasumi is happy to see her again, and asks how she is doing. Hasumi admits he ate a little too much, and asks why she would do this. Hasumi asks if that is not just how they are, as he states that killing people is wrong. Hasumi tells Miyu that she is kind, but they have to eat humans to live, and he is full so she can have the rest. Hasumi says he has to get going, and tells Miyu he will see her later. Miyu tells the human that there is nothing wrong with living things eating to survive. The young man arrives and asks if his little brother is safe. Miyu looks surprised. A girl replies that his brother is fine and a doctor is coming soon, then wonders what is wrong with them. Miyu laments having to eat people to survive. The young man scolds Miyu for going outside when he told her not to. The man apologizes for shouting and admits he was just worried, adding that he is hungry. He wonders if someone like him really deserves to be alive. The chapter title is Innocent Offering Persephonia. A girl asks Miyu what she will eat today, mentioning that she already ate. She wonders what Miyu usually eats because her illness limits her diet, so she eats outside. The girl tells Miyu to tell her what she can eat, and she will make it. She then says her big brother has been eating a lot lately and should gain more weight. A girl is impressed that Ren has already memorized most of the second-grade content, even though he hardly went to school. Ren asks if she is okay, and she confirms that she is. The girl continues to lick Ren's wound, wondering if it is painful or hot. Mayu says that if she licks too much, it will mix with sweat and be gross. She replies that she wants more. The girl says she wants to go deeper inside Ren, but he apologizes. Ren tells her that she does not have to suppress her voice, but then remembers that Hiyori will hear them. The girl thinks that she is about to lose consciousness. The young man apologizes, saying he got carried away and couldn't control himself. The MC wonders who the other person is and realizes what the bandage means. Azami asks if he is okay and invites him to a new shop in front of the station, but the MC declines. The class rep asks if he understands what the bandage means and says that Miyu didn't eat anything all week, then drank some of his blood. The MC wonders if that was really enough food for the Persephonia. Hiyori is surprised to see him home so early and notices the smell of blood. A girl arrives home early, saying she felt ill during physical education class and was allowed to leave. A young man thinks to himself that his body alone won't be enough for Miyu. The young man wonders about Miyu's condition. The girl cries out in pain, startled by something, but then realizes someone protected her. The girl apologizes, claiming she feels sick and is returning to her room. Someone notices something. The main character wakes up and reflects on pushing someone too hard the day before. He gets up. He realizes that he wouldn't die from a fall from this height, and that even injuries that would kill normal people can heal. Miyu calls out to him. Miyu greets him, and another person tells him not to stop this time. The girl sends him a list and asks them to go shopping in town since it's a day off and the weather is nice. She suggests taking Miyu out, as she has been stuck at home the whole time. Then she tells someone to wait for a moment and calls Miyu over to her. Vonal nervously asks how she looks in the new clothes. The woman tells her that the clothes suit her and that she looks cute. The protagonist is surprised that Vonal had clothes that fit Miyu and says they should go. Vonal explains that she was planning to wear them when she got bigger. The protagonist sees another nice outfit. Vonal asks if this outfit looks better on her than on the protagonist. The young woman says that now that she has found clothes she likes, she thinks she will wear them and go out to play today. A girl is amazed that there are so many people and says she wants to go there. The girl tells her to hurry up, noting that she seemed down earlier, but seems to have lifted her spirits a bit. A girl asks Ren if he goes to places like this with friends often, and he says he doesn't really do this kind of thing. A girl tells Ren that she is glad she brought him. A girl says that they should stay close so that they don't get separated. The main character says he would hate it if they got separated. A young man says that those are placed so they are hard to get on purpose, and then he says he will try this one. Renkun says that it is for kids, and Miyu asks if he will put it on her, saying that she is really happy. The main character remembers that Renkun gave her presents when she was little, including a star-shaped hairpin that disappeared that night, and then she sees Azami. The main character calls out to Azami, asking who the girl next to him is, and Azami's classmates are surprised that he knows people. Someone apologizes to Renkun, saying they are getting hungry and might not be able to hold back. Azami tells Ren that he is getting hungry and asks if Ren can run a little. Azami asks where they went, observing that the arcade has bad visibility, but he has found them. Miyu is making slurping sounds. A young man observes that the two of them have left. He internally notes that if Miyu has any more, it will be bad. He warns Miyu that people might come. Ren says that he is okay. Azami's friend says he wants a girlfriend too, and that Azami is surprisingly bold. He suggests hitting on girls, mentioning he only got a quick look at Miyu's face, but she was cute. He then suggests a girl over there. The MC says it is not bad, but someone beat them to it. He asks if she wants it and offers to buy it for her. The girl says she is fine now and feels much better. The MC apologizes for not noticing and asks if his blood alone is not enough. A woman thinks to herself that living alongside humans is impossible, and she held back yesterday, but next time she will not be able to. The girl thinks she always wanted to try playing like a normal girl, but asks what she is supposed to do now. The girl says it is the scent of blood and that someone is eating a human again. She says she does not want anyone else to die because of them. The girl declares that she is here. A young man asks why she is here, saying it is dangerous and questioning if she is going to summon something again to kill him. A woman asks what the young man's deal is. The young man asks if it is them again. The girl says that the person is still alive and can still be saved, asking if they came to get killed this time. The young man says he did not do anything. He just took off his clothes because he did not want them to get dirty, telling Ren to stay back and asking if he is still with that guy. The masked man wonders why the protagonist hasn't devoured Ren yet. The protagonist mocks the masked man, asking if that's all he's got and if he hasn't gotten weaker, suggesting he's not eating enough. Miel asks what kind of relationship the two have, sensing a strange scent. The masked man tells Ren to get away from the protagonist and says he has to do it with the intent to kill, not giggle like this. He asks if Ren is stupid and says the research lab isn't going to leave them alone, questioning if he's going to drag the human into it too. The masked man teleports away. He thinks that he has been eating at this house lately because the screams can't be heard outside. Chisato says that humans are fragile, and this attack is the same as that night, so he won't be able to move for a while. He says that they heal quickly from this level of injury, since they've had their limbs cut off at the research lab more than once or twice. He is annoyed that such a weak thing dares to defy him, and wonders what is wrong. The man says that killing people is wrong, but they can't survive without eating people, and he hates people who act all righteous the most. He asks if people dying is bad, but they aren't even allowed to live. The villain tells the protagonist to use his ability as he wishes, because he will live no matter how many people he has to kill. The antagonist says he wants to stay alive and bids farewell to Ren. Ren is shocked, wondering if there's no way to save him. Ren asks why things have to be this way. A character says that even though they cannot live without taking someone's life, they want Mihu to keep living. The title card for Chapter 12 appears, The Merciful Heretic. Hiyori sends a message saying she won't be home for a while, and Bear asks if she is okay and can come to school. Miu says that the missing limbs are starting to heal after she spent 2 days completely devouring the man's corpse, but it's still not complete. Sharub notices a kid at the school gate looking for Azami and wonders if it is the same kid from before. The story goes on. Miu asks Azami what he is planning and tells him not to be so wary. Azami asks if the kid died, but Miu says she is alive, so he asks if she made her eat him. The woman says that she would have made the girl eat in that situation anyway, even if it meant killing someone. The man tells the girl that this is her reward, and one man wasn't enough, right? He tells her not to get questioned by police and asks why he is giving this to her. The girl says she likes humans like him and tells him not to get himself killed. She reminds him that the research lab won't leave them alone forever. They'll try to find them and dispose of them. She asks what Chisato will do. He says that he'll be fine and he is strong. The girl tells him that the kid will be killed quickly if she stays, and if he doesn't like that, he should do something about it. Miu throws up just from putting food in her mouth, and Chisato asks if she can drink iced tea. She says that she can drink it normally, but it doesn't fill her stomach. If he wants to know about them, she knows one person. The woman says she doesn't know what he is, but he should have escaped from the research lab that day too. The woman tells her that if something happens, she can contact her, but she doesn't want to meet him. Someone asks if she's interested in the church and invites her to pray together. He asks if praying will save her and says that next time he sees her, he will eat her. The kid smells something and asks how she got it, since Chisato gave it to her. He yells no, says he doesn't want to eat humans anymore, and asks how she could meet her again. The girl coughs violently. The young man tells her that she has to live and finish eating everything. He insists that she hasn't eaten enough and is lying to him. He tells her she has eaten enough for now, but he will feed her more later so her limbs can heal. The girl says she doesn't want to do this anymore and blames herself for how everything turned out. The young man says it's true that she got hurt because he wanted to go out, and he is only feeding her humans because he can't bear to lose her. Haidas th her klipagiav uwian we were kids. Hiyori fo on it earlier. That night picked it up after it fell, but lo king at it was too painful. But since he couldn't throw it away, and la ft it in ev and two ally. A box juice and fo are got till now. Where put it? Since then, I've always never thought the day would come when you could wear it again. Why shed to meet you again? Sorry, to want you to live. It's self-ish of me even if you pa a percphonia want you to live. I am sopry that you had to suffer this mlch. J was when we escaped and learned we had to eat humans, constantly think kinji about end and g it. Felt I'd rather die than do something like that ma equals ma. But meeting you again, playing like normal chill DPEN, spending time with each other, it was all FLN. Some eon like that shouldn't even wish to be ALIVJJWI Mayu, but can't live unless eat Piopla WL8. Live for me. 8-4 don't go th ru gh everything g by yourself somehow. Some way, we'll get th ru gh it together, since KLL also th and k about it. But someday, again, if it looks like you are going to lose control, WH and that day COMES. Ren tells Miyu that he will make everything stop, apologizing to her. Miyu thanks Ren for being alive. An official discusses the Persephonia's escape and the increasing number of deaths, noting negotiations with the police to limit media coverage. The official emphasizes the need to reach a settlement quickly and mentions the Vestre operation. An observer confirms that no one is coming and that they are watching whether Miyu eats, and Miyu thanks him for the meal. Miyu starts eating corpses left by other Persephonias, but she still feels guilty. The main character thinks that drinking blood is his sin, not Miyu's, and then he notices blood on her. The news reports that the serial murders have stopped, but the main character realizes many people are still being eaten, so there must be many Persephonias. He thinks they should be careful, because if the research lab finds out about Miyu, they will likely dispose of them. Suddenly a voice calls out, "Guess who?" The main character realizes that when he went back to where the corpse was before, someone had eaten it, and he knew it was Miyu. The other Persephonia introduces herself as a childhood friend that Miyu reunited with after leaving the research lab. Sidone su P4T USBY reading on our WBSITEL, am not in a position to GI anything anymore. SHELOOKG like a normal kid, but has this girl a LGO killed man why people as hey Ren Kun. Is it okay? Yeah, that's if the research lab is moving. It's not YC4 multiple PERCPH1IAS to be TOCTHER. You weapon list 10 in G. S2 die. Can I do it together with HASUMCHAN, F row M now ON? But KEPINC my you low CK ed up in the house like this I undare stand. Is it no good? But THERER con DITIONS. I wondered what it would be when you said CONDITIONS. A 4. So TH is what you meant. Condition 1. Digku ig e when outside condition 3. Location SHOUL be far enough from home it can't be there's help d. A poes sibylityth e research lab is moving. About that, condition 2. Time is after school when Ren can participate condition 4. Share any information you know about PERCPHONIAS or the research lab HOW will they its dispose diffepen of us. Ephraim when our POWER was suppressed by D RUGS, UKNO. Also, I don't know W that mu CH about Persephonias either. SHLNTQLLNET, SUP port US by reading on our WBSITL bullets don't even WOPK on US now. I've been shot in XPE remnants before, but I can blow CKTHOSC now. SC Realsely with this power. AAH but when I was shot with a big GLN, I called it block it calm, pleatly and got in Jew read D, B by G gun. When I came to this town, the RE weep lots of other PERCPH1AS, but I haven't most seen them likely lately. I went to other towns. Besides, how will the Y find US when we scattered and ran away? That's well, I am ku reuse a bow at something G2. Can there really are other kids? They really digpo SC of PERCPH1AS who have that FICHTNG power. Yeah, I play with them sometimes. Even if they arm them it would selves to FICHT be impossible back. Mine why to D igpos OF have escaped THM without into the city ordinary people no ing. Yere my YUCHAN. Did you not ice? P. AISML blood, let's go, crab THU'd wait, hold ONI someone's EADIan G people. It's I've HEP, eaten heap a few times too. The main character notices something strange about the blood and tells Miyu to be quiet. A girl says the escaped Persephonias are weak and that humans are useless against them. Someone says that they are planning to use Persephonias to dispose of Persephonias. The narration explains that they are planning to use Persephonia to dispose of Persephonia at the research facility. The main character recognizes a child and realizes Persephonias are fighting each other. Ayagaki explains that Kiyahara-chan was often used for special experiments because of her strong Persephonia power. The MC asks the girl how many people she has killed, and she replies that it varies. If she doesn't kill, she will be killed, so today it will be 3 people including him. He asks if there are other Persephonias who know hideouts, and she refuses to tell him even if he promises to let her go. He realizes that he often meets her around here, so she must be nearby. The MC states they'll go, but the girl questions why, as he said he'd let her go. He clarifies that he only meant he wouldn't kill her, and she will be sent back to the research facility to be cut up every day. The girl cries. Elsewhere, a man thinks it's over because he killed everyone. He asks someone named Hasumi to send him nearby information later, annoyed by the noise, and believes this judgment is natural since they are harmful just by being alive. But crap, someone's common G. How dipped YG's this person was E10. How pitiful. I should do it more cleanly. As K and G those guys for Ray fine meant is POINTLES's thou GH. What yes? Process it as an accident as usual was disc of erd wep e test sub jects numbept will x05182 x07513 take th evic x192735 Tim's back and in Vicent IGAT THIR identities. Hopibla, 2. SIHNIOULLNETCP PORIUSBYREDNG O no word WBSHIAMWPHESUMICHAN. That. If we're faux LND will be killed like that too don't WOPRY. I won't give out MIUCHANS name. I don't want to go back to THE research facility tie-eyed her. It's bet TR to leave this town. That's not it. They probably followed this town THE sent has many of corpses. PERCPHONIA juicent like victims. So it US. Was PROBA bly being watched? If we escape far away how do we escape? I've been thinking since ESCAP. In GF Rome THE research facility. WH air I want what to GO. I want to do. But the ray was in Athai and G even when I tried to imitate normal kids. I didn't really UN dep stand I don't have any memories of THE outside left. Every tilde dadiating E at tears. Nal el placido I belong. Didn't have anyone W dieting for me either. Miyu-chan is die F Farent F Ro M me. She knows how to enjoy THE outside wo RLD. And has someone waiting for her, so it's fine with me. So Miyu-chan, be careful. Hasumai chan wait, why attest DNGROUS for Miyu-chan to be with me, so let's no TC meet and YYOL my mope. Chan, HASUMI Cyatoni S upward US by reading on OURWBSITL. I don't really HAV E and Y but I'm REGRTS. A little envious of Miyu-chan. I wish I had at least one who person would want me to live. Reeking of blue D like this, it's like your as K and G to be found your HASUMI. I was looping if you're going to do it, finish it quickly. If I don't I can't fini SHC else quickly TPO ubble for Miyu-chan. But OWLLHAH? What? That's it's boring fun to kill them when they're beg, Jinji for their lives. Let's finish this quickly and find the next toy. BU could it be? Tilde alb is IHBES on S hell. STLN2TLND. JSUPPRTUS, by READIG on asterisk RWBSITI, M44 I am sorry, I still see DME 8. Chapter 16. From the mud EMERGES, an ancient sign HISAKTASHIRUBEH. Renkun TRIE to stow PME, but I shook HIM off and came anyway. I told Yao, they're not opponents you can beat. W. Vin Saul. Ooh, one mope, lucky I can't juice and do nothing. Creep, how do you even know that? I won't let you send for message. Oh well, I'll juice and kill you both then. 4ZKYHHI where are you aiming HLH, Jew, grab. Hasumi wonders why Miyu would do something so reckless, remembering how she saved her despite being in danger. The villain tells them not to underestimate him, thinking they could escape. The villain dashes forward. Hasumi tells Miyu to go, saying she will buy her some time to escape to the lab. But the villain says he told her she was a weakling and distracted again. Miyu clicks her tongue, hating this. The MC says the situation is annoying. Miyu says she is fine as long as she eats properly, and her wounds heal pretty fast. She asks if Hasumi is hurt. Hasumi asks if Miyu is okay, adding that mom got hurt protecting her because she was careless. Hasumi thinks that her mom's leg won't move anymore, and wonders if giving her something would make her better. The villain asks how the girl can even stand up to her in her weakened state, but Miyu says that thanks to eating properly, she can move way better now. She wonders why she forgot that, though she is losing blood. The villain thanks Miyu and asks if she wants to play together after all. She wonders if it is okay, considering she has already eaten so many people and will do so again. Miyu says that killing people is wrong, but she doesn't want Hasumi to die, and she does not know what that is supposed to mean. The girl looks shocked as she stares at her friend. Miyu looks down, guilt-ridden. Miyu apologizes for dragging her into this situation. The villain says they are both weak, but decides to play with them for a bit, finding it a rare chance. The girl is surprised, realizing the villain was targeting her earlier. The villain says bullying her seems boring, and it would be more fun to torment Miyu, asking if they should carve her up little by little. The bully wonders if he should slowly strangle him to death. The boy is in pain and asks him to stop, saying he will shave him down little by little. The boy screams in pain. A girl arrives, asking if he is okay. The girl says that she made it in time, and she only came because Ren asked her to. Chisato appears, saying he has been waiting for the day he could kill her. The woman calls them dumb kids and death wishers. She declares that she will teach them the Persephone way of fighting, and that it is time for punishment. She explains that the power they use is called ether, an energy only the Persephone can tap into. The protagonist realizes that she is just compressing and blasting it out. He comments on how their weapon is made by turning ether into solid form. The protagonist dodges an attack. The MC uses ether as footing to attack. He is surprised by something. The villain dodges and says the attack was obvious, also remarking that the MC is stronger than before. He explains that he was holding back before to protect the surroundings and asks if the MC has learned his lesson. The MC asks if bullying others makes the villain feel better and accuses him of messing with others during the special experiment. The villain finds the MC annoying. The MC says that if the other person is too thick to get it, she will drill it into their body. The MC continues to fight. The other fighter declares that this is where it ends. The MC struggles to breathe, remembering back to Chapter 19, Execution. He recalls being choked by a lunatic in the rose garden when he was a kid. He remembers being locked in a dark, cold room, hurting day after day, and wondering why he had to go through this. The protagonist thinks he didn't do anything wrong and had everything snatched away, but now wonders if he can take what he wants to, and how he's supposed to get back what was stolen. He realizes there's no way to take it back, and asks to be turned back into a human. A man wonders if he should let her go now, even if she'll just come after them again, calling her the lab's collared mutt. Another man suggests they force it off. A woman cries out, saying there's no way, and wonders if this is where it ends for her, never even knowing what happiness feels like. The protagonist yells for them to stop, saying he won't let this slide, never ever, and wonders why she was brought into this. The dying man thinks he doesn't want to die. The hero stands silently. He says it looks like they packed drugs in there, a classic lab move, and asks if the other man gets it now, saying this is what fighting as a Persephonia is all about. The hero continues, saying if you're not ready to kill, you're just dead meat, and the lab will keep sending more Persephonia until they've wiped them out completely. The hero thinks to himself to wait. A woman declares she is claiming her reward. Sira says that the last signal was sent from this location. A man says he thought it was an escape attempt when he received the collar's activation signal, but these look like battle marks. The man explains that the collar injects drugs that make the Persephonia's ether go haywire inside their body, causing it to collapse. Sira says that it is too bad that he missed. The man announces that this is the end. A girl wonders how many times this has happened, noting she is not cut out for fighting. MNCH UG 1 HAA 2% let me savor you more. NGH IV EEA 10 all sorts of humans, HAA but RN tastes S0 good. Percent. AH 5 CHSATO it's about time. No way this can't be all you've got right. SINTQNEI SUROBTUSBYRADNGQHOUR WBSI. AH Camion focus on my pain, get it now. If Yavre weak, ULL just get taken, not like that whatever or fine. Yeah, you too, good work. If y'all are weak, YO can't protect what you want to. Ren KLN, you were fighting nonsense op today too, huh? The PRCPH1IA coming from THE lab are all battle hardened from special experiments. To handle SLPRORS, you gotta get sent row NG quick. Ho W about looking if the 4 PRCPH1AS allies. Team LP, survival rates go up I think. Here's a suggestion. I relied on her last time, cause MYU was in but danger. I can't see her as an ally. You mean CHSATO na SILNTQLNE sup po RTUSBY reading OK our WB site yell can't read her, TRLST her, MIU CHAN, no any good ONES. Then, Juicent 1. 2 I it's 4 good idea, BLTMY Fry NDS all died and last time, other PRCPHONIA are kinda quip KY anyway. The girl recalls Shiratori Yuyuka, someone she met at the lab who taught her many things. She wonders if Yuyuka escaped the lab, and if Miyu can really defeat the Persephonia sent to eliminate them. Elsewhere, a commander calls out X00793, telling them they have a job. X00793 confirms they understand and will do what they can. The scientists announce the commencement of a special experiment, ordering X00793 and X01364 to their designated positions. One scientist questions using X00793, saying she's too soft and already incapable of combat. The man explains that her abilities have been sufficiently analyzed, and she has a reason to obey them. He tells the girl that her job is outside the research facility, and her new outfit will make her less conspicuous for her age. The girl asks if it's okay for her to eat while they talk, and offers to order something for the man as well. The man tells her that she doesn't have to eat if she doesn't want to, as she begins to eat. The man asks if the food is good, and she says that it has been years since she had something sweet. Then he tells her about her job. He explains that the escaped Persephonias are doing terrible things outside, and that is why he wants her to exterminate them. The girl looks at the MC, concerned. She asks her brother if he is hiding something, and says he has been acting strange lately. Elsewhere, a high school girl being chased by an older man trips and falls. The man asks if she is okay and says they just had a little fight. The high school girl says that he is a responsible older brother. The man says that if she vanished on her own, they would have to classify it as an escape and dispose of her. Back inside, the MC is asked what he did to her. He says without the institute, they all would have died long ago. The MC tells her that she hasn't eaten anyone yet and can be a hero who hunts monsters rather than becoming one. He hands her a list of escaped Persephonias, saying innocent people will keep dying if they don't act. The man decides to skip 2 targets that are too strong, saying they will handle them another way, and then points to another target named X241 Chisa. A woman asks him to take care of the rest. The man asks if he can do it, promising a proper reward if he defeats the Persephonias. The man tells him that his little sister is suffering from the same illness he had, but with his ability, he should be able to cure her, so they will let him see her. The man says he understands. The story goes on. A man tells Yuyuka to look at her little sister, asking if she doesn't think she is cute. The man asks Miyu if she is the same as the Persephonas who did something awful. Miyu thinks to herself that she was lost again that day and that back at the institute, they were about the same, wondering why only Hasumi was getting stronger. Miyu asks Hasumi if she is not going to eat and if she can have it, thanking her for the meal and commenting that Hasumi eats a lot, which embarrasses her. Miyu thinks that she doesn't feel anything about eating people, that it is just to survive, but that if she keeps killing, she doesn't want mom to hate her when they meet again. The man says that the institute is the horrible one for messing with their bodies however they want, saying that he never wanted this and that if he had known it would turn out like this, he never would have wanted to live, but without the institute, they would be long dead. We Juicent wanted to live like NOPMALKLDS. WHY, too could that YSH ever come true? What's the difference between US and NOPMALKDS? Ho W co old we have been happy. Then, was there never a path fo RTH at? WHY we even born? SHLTOLLNET. Support USBY reading Ox Hour WBSITLTH and GS seem to be going G smoothly. Not gonna heal that wound. I can't heal my own in juppies. Right. Is MY little sister okay? Mope importantly, MOMOKA let me see her even just once. That's after the job's done. Yo you already know why Yav Ray obeying the institute Don TU. You might HT not believe me, but don't want Yo you T0 die. Undep stood. If there's nothing else, I'll be going what? Nothing WELL Mac it so Yo you ka Nkuri your little sister. 4R she's probably dead, right GHT. No SHE still K. My Chan point 2. SHNTQLLNEI. S upper TUS by reading OK Hour WBSITL UOK Achan 82. The MC asks why he was called out so far. A man on the phone asks which individuals were disposed of, mentioning Shinonome Bensui and Kurihane Miyu. He says this is all that remained of them. The man on the phone says the disposal team will handle the rest, and asks if this is over now. The MC confirms it is. The man on the phone realizes the child's collar is the same as Ibarra's, and wonders why Miyu didn't notice. The girl says that Miyu-chan is also one of them, and she thinks the protagonist already knew this from his research. Ren asks if they are okay, and wonders why Miyu-chan is with a human. Ren explains that they were trying to save a child who was still breathing, and the girl apologizes for not knowing, as the house had already been ransacked by other Persephonias. She says that as long as Persephonias live, people will be sacrificed, but she is glad that if they don't intend to hurt people, she won't have to kill them. The girl states that Rensui has already killed a large number of people, but she is glad he kept quiet about it, and she will tell the research facility that she disposed of them, so they won't be targeted anymore. Miyu-chan asks if they can live as normal girls now, but the girl says not yet, as the problem of eating the other kids has not been solved. Yuyuka tells Miyu that finding the child who could turn Persephone back into a human is essential. Miyu wonders if such a method to restore Persephone to humanity exists, and if Yuyuka can deceive the research facility. Yuyuka reports the disposal of 2 test subjects, noting that finding the special child is now Sira's responsibility. Yuyuka senses a visitor approaching. Miyu says that she has a feeling that someone else will come, and she looks forward to it.